Доброе утро. У нас очень холодно сегодня, несмотря на то, что по прогнозу погоды -5, на самом деле, по ощущениям, все -16, и долго находиться без перчаток нереально. Сегодня мы вместе с Korea Grand Sale приехали, будем учиться готовить корейскую еду. У меня это уже такой третий опыт в Корее. Сегодня мы будем готовить топкальби, это как можно сравнить с нашими, не знаю, рубленными котлетками. И токпоги. Поэтому будем пробовать. Должно быть очень вкусно. И пойдем вот туда экспериментировать. Вообще, чтобы научиться вот это все готовить, где-то $150, 130. Вот, но в рамках программы и в рамках того, что я это все поддерживаю, мне это в подарок. Такой здесь очень красивый, старый, атмосферный район. Здесь очень много старых домов. И, в общем, мы пойдем, будем это все. И здесь, кстати, в некоторых домах еще живут люди. Поэтому особо громко не поговоришь. Так, и вот здесь находится место, где мы будем сегодня учиться готовить. Мы уже практически готовы. Все наши заготовочки. На месте. Здесь мясо. Будем сегодня готовить топкальби и топку. Поэтому должно быть очень вкусно.
And as you might know, today's theme is Korean spicy. So it's a perfect day to do this kind of food. It's gonna warm. Eventually you're gonna feel a little warmer at the end. Definitely. You're gonna sit. You have more chairs over there. Out. Okay. So, oh, nervous.
So many cameras on you.
So many cameras. 혜준 씨 카메라 들고 있는 것도 좀 찍어주세요. 가서 틈틈이 아니면 수인 씨도. Okay, so you are a star, everybody. Okay, so it seems that more than half of you live currently in Korea, and who are visitors? Came from?
Indonesia. I'm from Italy. She's from US.
Okay, but you
From Italy too.
Which city?
Where?
We are Krishna.
Where? Torino?
Torino. Like the city.
Okay, same. I mean, close.
And from South
Napoli.
Napoli.
Okay.
But Italy is small, so it's
Okay.
close.
Okay.
Relatively.
Among our staff, we have like almost half Italian, so over there. Ciao.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Most of all, I'm gonna speak in English. Everybody's okay with English, I think. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming in this cold early morning. My name is Gia. I'll be your instructor chef. And most of you already are quite familiar with Korean dishes, Korean food, the ingredients that Koreans use often to their food. But assuming that you are all visiting here, because we have also people that is a little bit not familiar with Korean food, I'm going to explain a little bit about overall Korean food. Of course, in terms of spicy, what ingredients are most often used to heat up to make a kick to our food, and then demonstrate two dishes. Today, you'll be cooking. Two people is going to work as one team because the dishes that you'll be making, actually making one portion, I mean two portion, or making bigger portion tastes better than making just one. Maybe you never saw tteokbokki making tiny, small amount. Mostly street food, they make a lot. So two people is going to work as one team in terms of cooking. And of course, don't worry about making too spicy. Some of you are not a big fan of spicy, but you can control. It's basically spicy, but you can control the spicy level. The heat maybe from, I wouldn't say from 1, from 10, I would say from 3 to 9. you discuss with your as a team, and then decide the heat level. Okay, so as you might know, this country we have extreme, uh, hot and humid summer, and this cold I would say is a maximum. It doesn't go like -20. But I live in Gangnam, so crossing with a car, I saw the river was partially frozen. So when I was little, I could ice skate it at the edge, not in the middle. So January and early February is the coldest season, as you might already know. But in the house, as you can see, this is someone was living here before I come uh, moved here. After the pandemic, I moved here last May. Before that, someone was living here and using it as a house. I renovated as a cooking studio. So the ceiling and everything is quite well, preserved. So it looks like this. And it's not still very warm. I was hoping maybe we could take off the shoes because it's warmer. We have a heating floor called maybe the place that I don't know in the base. How about in the Pyeongtaek? Do you have a? Do you live? Most people live in an apartment.
Yes.
Do you have a heating floor ondo?
Yes, I live off base on
Oh.
Pyeongtaek, and we have heating floors. Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. So it's not terrible during the winter, right? Because in the house is warm.
The house is very warm, which is very surprising because the only thing that's warm is the floor. It heats up the entire house.
Right. So you
Yeah.
don't feel actually cold in the
Yeah,
house.
it doesn't feel cold at all. Yeah,
You like
just the
it?
floor. Just the floor. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
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 me
yeah.
and my family we love
And
it.
you take off the shoes in the house.
Yes,
also,
because
for
usually
sure.
in the U.S. Our floor is really cold, so when I take off my shoes, I be freezing in the morning.
Ah.
But here, I'm not worried about that. My boys love it. My two little boys.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's the
Yeah.
opposite.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So yeah. And in terms of let's go directly to the foods thing. In terms of spicy, to be honest, Korea started to eat chili. It hasn't been 200 years. So, for example, kimchi that you see the most often in the restaurant, the cabbage kimchi, pechu kimchi, is the youngest kimchi that Korean, started to eat maybe the late 18th century. So Koreans started accepted. Actually, chili itself came from Spain, and then went to move to Asia, went to Japan. But for some reason, Japanese at that time they didn't consider chili as an edible thing because when you first eat the chili, something that is not familiar, it hurts your tongue and mouth a lot. So there was an ouch. So this is not a food. This is something dangerous. So I heard that they made something special with a special recipe, not for food, and put under the boots of the soldier because it's like heat up the body. So they use for that. But of course, they have different spicy wasabi that comes from those. And then came to Korea. But the food trend is not like a fashion trend. It actually changes quite slow, and people for some of the country, I don't know, for Ukraine, Italy, you eat like
We eat
garlic
spicy.
spicy.
We eat spicy.
Oh, you eat
Oh,
spicy?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not quite, but it's like paprika spicy, right?
No, it's like chili spicy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, chili spicy, paprika spicy, both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not because I'm not quite familiar with it. As mentioned, some of the country, yes, or don't. So for Italy, as far as I know, you eat a little bit like the chili, but it's not heavily.
Especially in the south, they
Little
eat
bit.
it more, but in the north,
Yeah.
There's some region.
yeah,
Some
some regions,
regions,
yeah,
Puglia, they do more.
You
yeah,
call it fettuccine. No.
Yeah.
yeah. We have very regional food, so
Right,
yeah,
right, right. And also you eat garlic. Garlic
Oh,
is
yeah.
different spicy.
garlic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love garlic. Yeah.
But for example, for Scandinavia people, they also treat garlic as spicy because it's different spicy plus flavor. So everybody has, their culture background plus personal family background. So it's different. So these days, I never say this is tasty or delicious. This doesn't taste good because you have your own preference. So as we learned, Korea has short history in terms of spicy food. And then the last thing that I'm going to mention about why Koreans started to eat spicy. Actually, the reason, many reasons, but one of the reasons is because long time ago, 2, 3 centuries ago, sugar and salt was considered a very luxury, elaborate ingredient. So to make kimchi in this kind of cold, we didn't have a technique to farm during the winter. Everywhere the same, no refrigerator, but we still need to eat lots of veggies, take vitamin C from something. So not only Korea, all the countries' culture you have pickling, or in Germany, Switzerland, they have sauerkraut. You have something that to preserve the vegetables. So at that time, it seems that the original version of all this kimchi, they salted, brine the veggie. To do so, they use lots of salt. Then the government said, tell Koreans to reduce salt, but everybody already used lots of salt. Then find the substitute ingredient that can cut the sodium. That was chili. So by adding chili to your kimchi, they could. It is written in the culture that they could cut almost 30% of the sodium. So government also say use chili, 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 and that people at first time, this is not good. But one interesting thing about the spicy food is that once you get used to it, then you crave more. She's like, not me.
No, I love
Oh, you love spicy.
Henry loves so
He
much.
said that the first thing that he said that I'm not a big fan of spicy food. This is spicy, yeah.
Just gonna put a little chili in this food every
Uh-huh.
once in a
Oh,
while.
2 more people are coming here. Finally. 안녕하세요. No, 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 no. Thank you for welcome, welcome. When I was little, kimchi. If I have kimchi, we consider kimchi as a spicy, side dish, and other things were more salt or soy sauce based, banchan the side dishes. But these days, looking at some of the table, everything is spicy. So which I don't like. Everything is good, but as mentioned, everything is getting escalated. People crave more. I don't know, but way to is for someone who live here. Some of the menu that has fruit is fire, fruit that or fruit something that is fire. Not everywhere, but some of the places they use capsaicin. Yeah, so rather than using just chili, so it's not so good. So shop that. Okay, I explained a little bit about people who work as one team. I'm going to first demonstrate tteokbokki. Everybody knows tteokbokki?
Yes.
You know tteokbokki? Okay.
We read about
Yeah. Let's be adventurous. That's why
Rice-
you're
rice
here.
cake.
And many of you are influencers, so I prepared stuff that we can take a picture. This is we call it gochu, 청양고추, the spicy. So, for example, if you happen to visit, for example, traditional market, there are places that sell, they have only the chili. They have like 8 different types of chili. Some of those is more like bell pepper, not spicy, or say really spicy. It's written mostly in Korean. So this is quite spicy. It's one species type, but some turn red. Some, for example, this is like half lemon red. So we like to chop a little bit of this and add to our 된장찌개, the soup or stew, and control the spice level. So this is the fresh ingredient. And in terms of this red spicy, not in this season, we harvest a lot of this red. It's bigger than this one during the summer. I like to buy organic. The reason why I moved to the studio that have a garden over there, I like to sun dry. It takes for about 3 weeks, and then bring to a traditional market and let them ground coffee. And then that's what we have here, the gochugaru, the chili flakes. This is a very fine one that we're going to use for tteokbokki. And then, like for coffee, you have for the hand drip, you have more coarse one. For the machine, it's finer, right? Similar. So I like to run in 2 different sizes and use for different purpose. And in the this is written gochujang. Gochujang is like a chili paste. In Korean, it's written 덜 매운, less spicy. This is less spicy. For example, my mother, she doesn't like too hot. She uses this, and this is regular spicy for Koreans, or which means that for you, very very spicy. For us, regular spicy. Some of the brand is written very hot, very super spicy. So there you can control the spice level. I'm gonna put this.
Oh, sorry.
Will you, yeah, you wanna wash your cell phone? I'll give you time later. Okay, I'm gonna take off. If you for everything is measured for two people, but the only thing that for gochujang you discuss, and then two people, if you want to make it less spicy, use the one that has a smaller box. The regular one, bigger one. Okay.
We can pour with this water.
Oh, wow.
That's scary.
Yes.
And you wanna cook. You wanna everything is going to be cooked in one. I mean, in two pans. So you wanna start with making tteokbokki, and everything that is in this tray, and the rice cakes is already soaked in water like this goes for tteokbokki. Do not mix with the meat. You know, prepared ingredients. Okay, start. I'm going to put, it's already a few recipes in between you. Have a look at it. Everything is already measured, so measure, don't worry. The only thing that you want to look about is about the sauce. So for tteokbokki, I like to keep the taste, but make it really easy. So this is super, super easy. We call it, this one, we call it tteokbokki rice cake. So yours are a little smaller than mine, but this is made from the 100% rice. So the rice is sticky. The rice is steamed, cooked, and then pound. Long before people used to do it, now we have a machine, and then shaped in different, shapes. And this is it comes in a big cylinder. You could also cut with hands, but it's already cut. We call it tteokbokki top. So it's measured for two people. The reason why it's soaked in water because it's refrigerated, so it's a little bit hard. So we want to soften it. So we're gonna also use the water that is in here. So don't throw that away. And all you need to do. So today's recipe is street food version, which means that nothing homemade. We're not gonna make a beautiful stock from from fish or from veggie. I made this in many different variations, but the most street food, simple the best, and they don't add much ingredient. Just keep the ratio, and to be honest, add a little bit of like a chicken stock or beef stock, right? And it's gonna upgrade for some people. For me, without this, it's okay. Okay, so one of the important ingredients is we call it pa, green onion. By accident, it's cut. You're gonna look like this, and this is the root. It goes like this. Okay, so I use left hand. What you wanna do is cut this into before doing this, almost the white part, a little bit greenish part. You wanna split this in half, and with your partner, please split the roll. One person discuss who cooks at home, or some people say, I like to eat, but I never cook. Don't be too adventurous.
My husband.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
okay. He's not here.
He's like I said.
Okay. So what I'm trying to say is split this in half, but the green part keep a little bit and cut into about 2 centimeters, about 1 inch, like this. So we're gonna cut like this. Keep this. Okay, then I'm gonna cut a little bit more. Okay, what about the green part? The green part we're gonna use this at the end for garnish, for color, and the texture is different. So you wanna kind of not too fine, but roughly slice it. Okay, so it's one ingredient, but we're using for different purposes. Put this back to the tray. Don't mix the green part. Do not mix. And anybody knows this?
어묵.
Omuk fish cake. Yeah, it's made from the Busan is famous originally from
네,
fish
부산
cakes.
어묵.
What is fish cake? Using all parts, including the bones. Using, you can see a little bit of carrot, a little bit of garlic, onion. Every brand has their own sort of secret, recipe. And then with a little bit of starch, flour, they sort of cook it, and then it is shaped in many also different shapes. This is like a paper. So you put like this. But for those people who try tteokbokki, they like to tend to, how can I cut this in triangle? Whatever shape you like. But I don't know why, but the street food, like tent restaurant, 포장마차, that I used to go, yeah, she always, ajumma, they like to cut in triangle. So after that, I like to copycat. But you can just cut it regular. The only thing is that do not cut too small, too, thinking. Okay, about this. Bigger, some of the places really big. Actually, I prefer to eat, sometimes I eat tteokbokki to eat this rather than rice cake. And with my friends after school, this menu is actually called, I don't know why, but girls prefer to eat this rather than men, right? 남자들은 왜 떡볶이 많이 안 먹어요? 별로 안 먹죠. I don't know why. This is considered, especially for the high school, mid school girls after school, a snack. So yeah, I remember having this 3 times a week. And it was always fighting because I want more like a fish cake. Okay, it's all prepared, and you have here the chili flakes. We're gonna make it spicy using the chili flakes, and to add a sort of umami, the chili paste. You can either use is already measured. This is curry powder. Curry is another something that but it gives. How do you say this? Yeah, make a complex spicy, not just spicy spice. Or sometimes I made this tteokbokki. I do YouTube as well, so the curry powder I'm gonna let you know later. But for my audience is they're non-Korean mostly, so they cannot find this yellow, Korean curry powder. So at that time, I used the paprika powder because the smoked paprika powder also has a sort of weight in terms of flavor and smell. So you can substitute this. Okay, it's measured, and the only thing that you want to add is gochujang, the chili paste. Okay, if everything is prepared, then super easy. Okay, so I'm gonna just leave the cooking part. I'm gonna just directly jump to the second dish, which is 제육볶음. My recipe is a little bit different. No danger nutrition, right? Everybody is pork. I just bought this early from butcher. This is pork shoulder, 목살. 목살 in Korean, translated in English, called neck. But to be honest, I don't know where it starts the peak, from where it's shoulder. For some reason, yeah, we call it 목살. So pork shoulder, and we measured, our staff measured 100 grams per person. For this one, we have already measured gochujang, about a full tablespoon of gochujang in here. First, you want to do is, for this one, slice the onion, side. And you have a clove of garlic and already to slice the ginger. For the ginger, you want to both mince it. For this one, finely mince. Chop, chop, chop. Put this back the bowl. And the easiest way to chop the garlic, you just go like this and roughly chop. It's going to be cooked, so don't worry about making it super, super fine. Okay. So onions don't go to the sauce. Put this aside along with the meat. Okay, and here again, you have a recipe. We have 2 to 3 recipes in between you. So if you see here, Alice, can you read the sauce ingredient for me?
Sauce ingredients. Okay, chili paste, 1.5 tablespoon. Soy.
Already measured. Yeah, I'm going to explain a little bit.
Okay.
So gochujang chili paste is here. Next,
Soy sauce, 1 tablespoon.
1 tablespoon. So everybody, you have a measuring spoon with you. This is tablespoon, teaspoon. Small circle, half tablespoon, half teaspoon. Okay, 1 tablespoon, right?
Yes.
Okay. Next.
Sugar, 1 tablespoon.
Okay.
Oh, 1 teaspoon.
Yeah.
The big and the small teas, I was like,
If you're confused, it's gonna taste very different.
yeah.
Okay.
Super sweet.
Normally, when you say 1 teaspoon, you cut like that. So it's not quite a lot. Yeah.
Then chili flakes,
Uh-huh.
1 or 2 teaspoons.
Okay. If you like spicy, you control the spicy level by adding chili flakes. So I like a little bit spicy, so I'm adding 2 tablespoons. If you are, big fan of very hot spicy, it's okay. But I would add half, or you can even omit. Don't worry.
Omit.
Yeah.
Let's omit.
But you're gonna make 1 team, so don't mind. Omit. Yeah.
Then we have chopped garlic,
Chop
1
garlic in here.
teaspoon.
Yeah. Normally 1 clove of garlic is 1 teaspoon. Is already in here.
Okay. Then grated ginger.
Ginger is here already.
And then rice wine, 1 tablespoon.
Soup, rice wine, cooking wine, 1 tablespoon. Correct.
Yes, a
Okay.
tablespoon.
1 tablespoon. Okay.
Then sesame oil, 1 teaspoon.
So in Korean cuisine, we love to add sesame oil to our food, except for tteokbokki. No sesame oil for tteokbokki. Okay, almost done.
And then black pepper to taste.
So this is black pepper. Okay, or you can use ground black pepper. That's it.
Yep, that's it.
Thank you, Alice.
No worries.
So like we did, one person, you wanna check the amount of the sauce and give it a stir. Pretty sweet, but I think this is more like the food that is you can normally eat. But the spicy and sweet level, everybody you have your own preference. So what you can do is reduce sugar, reduce chili flakes. At the end, if you think, oh, I want to add more, then you can add a little bit more. But once it's too spicy, too salty, too much, it's almost impossible to go back. So this is the cookie. It looks like a cookie, right? Of course, it is a cookie. Okay. In terms of tanchila, this is beef stock, Korean beef stock. You can. Oh, sorry. Before turning off the heat, if you think it lacks something, maybe I want to add a little more umami to it. Mix it and bring it not to a boil. In a low heat, do another 30 seconds, less than 1 minute mixing. Okay, this is the first dish that you want to do. I'm going to use only 1 frying pan because this is for the it is induction. But you do this first, and then you put this aside. So we're gonna tell you where to put. You have another pan for the new pan, but I'm going to do plating directly. This is the first dish that you wanna do.
Oh, the cameras?
Okay. The second dish. And then, traditional recipe for this dish, Koreans like to marinate the meat and then stir fry. But doing this way, it gets crispier, nicer. I think so. Okay. Wait until the pan is heated. Then the meat, onion at the side. For the onion, you can give a small splash of oil. Your steak often to make it delicious or no? No. Just wait. Flip. Do not flip it often. But check once in a while. It's gonna get cooked quickly because it's not as thick as steak. But I like a little brown and crunchy, so and everybody use scissors for. Don't worry, it's not for my haircut. It's only for you. A little bit more. So onion can burn easily. So for this one, also use medium heat. It's half cooked. Then you wanna cut this in bite-sized pieces because you're using chopsticks. Okay, don't make it like a baby food too small. Just cut. Okay, make sure everything is fully cooked. It looks fully cooked. You can do this use same recipe for chicken. Because it comes, it's delicious. Then turn off the heat. Turn off the heat. We have prepared sauce here. Give it a mix. Add a big spoonful. I like to add about 2/3, half to 2/3 of the sauce first. Give it a mix. So it's technically you stick the sauce to the meat like this. Okay. At this point, if you want more, you can add it more. For me, I think Koreans will eat this again. So making Koreans. Okay, then it's super easy, but it's all about the heat control. You wanna sort of, it's not crazy, but sort of cook for additional 1 minute because you have garlic, ginger, everything. You want it cooked.
Spicy.
Turn off the heat. Okay. And always. Okay. Make a plating that looks appetizing. You can use a tongue. For me, chopstick. Feel more comfortable. At home, I eat everything with chopstick, even spaghetti with chopstick.
That's a mission.
Because I can't exactly pick what I'm looking for. Well, mine is 인분이면. Mine is smaller portion.
Picture. Oh no.
I'm going to send you the recipe. Actually, this recipe is for professionals because some of the food trucks from owners they're using this recipe. They put this in the box.
И теперь вот этот хвостик мы просто красиво нарезаем для красоты. прелесть в том, что это все очень быстро готовится.
Oh, if you want to boil that, if you don't want to pick it up.
И теперь у нас еще идет умук. Это такое рыбное тесто. Будем резать его красивыми кусочками. Когда нарезаем вот так умук, можно его нарезать в произвольном порядке. Вот, самое главное, не сильно мелкими кусочками. Такими, чтобы можно было погрызть, покусать. И я уже это все сделала. Так, ну и теперь будем начинать с того, что будем жарить. У нас есть масло для готовочки. И начнем с него. Добавляем немножечко масла на холодную сковородку. И у нас здесь есть наша такая тарелочка, и из нее мы добавляем зеленый лук. Зеленый лук добавляем. Да, и начинаем немножечко его прожаривать. И начинаем готовить. И как истинная корейцы готовим палочками. Как понять, что ты давно живешь в Корее? Ты спокойно готовишь всю еду палочками и можешь нарезать даже салат ножницами. Жарим все это на очень таком маленьком среднем огне. Если бы, знаете, камера могла бы передавать звук, я думаю, она бы вам уже его передала. Очень такие вкусные. У нас тут еще готовые рисовые клетки. Будем из-под них использовать воду. И добавляем воду, в которой у нас раз были... О, 매운 거요. 네. Так, водичку мы сюда добавили. И сейчас будем готовить соус, в котором у нас будут готовиться наши топпуки. Для этого нам понадобится масло. 네, 아까 넣었어요. 고추 하나. 네. 요거 전부 다 넣어도 좋죠?
한 3분의 2 조금만 넣고 나중에 더 넣어요. Yeah, for salt water. Yeah. Oh, all of it. All of it. Yeah.
Одна чайная ложка.
You want red
Так,
or a little less spicy?
соевый соус.
Not too spicy. Medium. We can do the wasabi though. Yeah, we can do this.
Соус. Так, дальше карри.
Medium spicy.
Чайная ложка.
And the recipe, you want to add then half of the chili flakes. And then
Так, нам еще нужен сахар. Тоже чайная ложка.
yeah, then you want to add water to it after
Так, мы добавили острый красный перец, чили, добавили пасту острую, добавили соевый соус, карри, сахар, вода. И нам еще нужно будет добавить маслечко.
It was very long. Right. Rice vinegar, right? No sesame oil.
Я очень люблю колбасу. Окей. Будет очень вкусно. Доводим его до кипения. Греем, прогреваем. И потом сюда будем добавлять наши рисовые клетки. Пока он готовится, нарежу я лук для нашего второго блюда. У нас здесь будет мясо, такое вкусное. У меня сейчас здесь мясо, чеснок, имбирь и четвертинка лука. Сейчас оно все здесь заготавливается. И будем разрезать чесночок.
Let me check, okay? And then the rest of it here. Yeah, that's good. Do you not like fries? Yeah, no, no fries. Okay.
요리 너무 잘하는데.
잘해.
요리 잘하죠, 원래.
뭐 노력하고 있어요.
Maybe I think it just takes time.
넣어도 될 것 같아.
네, 지금 넣을게요. 네. И добавляем мы наши рисовые клетки. Боже, какая красота, слушайте, получается необычайно. И мы их теперь варим до того момента, чтобы они стали более-менее, скажем так, мягкие. Так. И у нас еще здесь есть такой этот. Я думаю, его тоже немножечко подрежу, чтобы было его легче его держать. Вот такая вся у нас красота. Так, соус для второго блюда у нас готов. И пока топ-токи готовятся, я параллельно готовлю соус для второго блюда. Вот, для того, чтобы оно было все очень-очень красивым. Есть те, которые у нас такие, как слипшиеся, но не изначально, да, потому что они так хранились. Их мы сейчас так разделяем. И получается очень такая красота. Вот на таком кулинарном классе это уже второй раз, как я готовлю топ-токи. Так, и пока я это все делаем дальше. Чили. Дальше у нас здесь идет паста чили, соевый соус. Нужна столовая ложка. Дальше сахар. Чайная ложка сахара. 조금 줄었어요. 네, 조금 줄어서 일부러 했어요. 왜냐면 여기서 소스를 하고 있으니까요. 네. Так, теперь нам нужен рисовый уксус. Чайная ложка. И сезам. кунжутное масло тоже. 네. 네, 감사합니다. 네. И чайная ложка кунжутного масла. Мы получаем очень-очень красивый, слушайте, очень красивый, очень вкусный соус. И сюда еще по желанию можно добавить черный перец. Как, знаете, как в старом фильме «Трилогия, не считая собаки», для остроты. Так вот, для остроты я тоже немножечко добавила. И получился очень-очень-очень красивый. Очень вкусный. Слушайте, то, что надо. То, что надо. Так. Пришло время нам попробовать именно как будет. Отлично. Мы когда пробуем, мы берем, да, и мы можем его проткнуть, достаточно оно уже такое мягенькое. И сейчас будем добавлять мы омук, это наше рисовое тесто, не рисовое, рыбное тесто. Оно уже, в принципе, готово, поэтому для того, чтобы оно не сильно набухало, мы его добавляем самым-самым последним. И добавляем вот такую красоту. Вот такая у нас красота. И вот мы делаем такую красоту.
Напасаю?
Такая красота. И можно еще сейчас будет сверху добавить яиц. Так, и добавляем яичко, для того, чтобы было вкусно. И, конечно же, помимо всего этого, мы еще будем потом добавлять зеленый лук для красоты. 소개할게요. 그냥 두개 넣을거야. 여튼 벌써 가까이 있으니까 아깝죠. 계란은 좋아하니까. Так, вот такая вот красота, слушайте. Просто божественно, божественно. Так, вот такая красота у нас получилась. И сейчас вот это все нужно будет перекладывать в красивую тарелочку. Так, поменяли сковородку. Приступаю ко второму блюду. Точно так же я добавляю масло для готовки. Немножечко. Буквально чуть-чуть, капелюшечку. 벌써 만들었어요. Так, и теперь добавляю мясо на хорошо разогретую сковородку. Так, и теперь добавляем мясо на горячую сковороду. И помимо мяса сразу же сюда добавляем и лук. Не будет жариться отдельно. И при этом огонь немножко убавляем. Теперь оно красиво жарится. Нужно следить за тем, чтобы лук не пригорел, не подгорел. Мы сейчас жарим. И после чего вот это мяско, которое мы пожарим с вами, нужно будет порезать на маленькие кусочки, чтобы было удобно кушать. И будем добавлять наш соус, который только что я приготовила. 네. 감사합니다.
Yeah, perfect.
Так, и ждем мы, когда мясо прожарится. И, в принципе, мы уже почти готовы. Очень красиво, очень вкусно. Периодически перемешиваю лук, чтобы он не перегорал. И опять-таки то же самое готовим на маленьком огне. На маленьком огне.
이렇게 하얗지? 맛 봤어요?
네,
괜찮아?
네.
잘했다. 이거 다 쓴 거예요?
네,
잘라야 되겠다, 그죠?
네, 지금 자를 거예요. Так, и теперь мы режем наше мясо на несколько частей, чтобы было удобно кушать. Но, опять-таки, не очень маленькие кусочки, а такие, ну, нормальные. Средние. Красота. И здесь тоже все это режем. Все это чуть-чуть прожариваем. Так, сейчас еще немножко прожарим. 튀길게요.
약간
네.
브라운하게. 지금 넣어도 되겠다.
괜찮아요.
익기 전에 한번 이걸로 믹스 조금 해서. 네.
Так, и добавляем наш соус. Очень красивый. Делаем такую красоту. Хороший вкусный аромат. Очень вкусно пахнет, слушайте. Если бы можно было передать запахи, я бы передавала. Это необычайно вкусно. Немножечко убираем с огня, и потом еще немножко перемешиваем и возвращаем. У нас получается очень-очень вкусно. И я думаю, что я закончила.
맛있겠다. 됐다.
Так, вот такую красоту первое блюдо готово. Вот такая красота у меня получилась.